Are you guilty of coffee fasting? That's when someone sets up to do a water fast and they end up drinking coffee the entire time and not water fasting. In today's video, I want to share with you guys why I think that if you drink coffee while you're water fasting, you're actually not even water fasting at all. Stay tuned. And it is absolutely true. I am one of the biggest haters on coffee on all of YouTube. Now there's good reason for this, so let me back up and give you a little bit of context about why I hate coffee so much. 8 years ago, and before 8 years ago, I was covered head to toe in eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, rosacea. I had leaky gut. I was an absolute mess. And when I went about the process of curing and healing myself, coffee was one of the things that I cut out. Coffee is one of the things that holds back most of my clients, and coffee is one of the things that just messes with the skin health community so bad. And don't get me wrong, I understand that a lot of you guys are gonna be watching this video and all you care about is weight loss. And you wanna do whatever it takes to make a water fast easier so that you can get more days under your belt and you can lose more weight. I totally get that. The reason I don't say do any trick you can, electrolytes, teas, coffees, herbs, apple cider vinegar, is because it helps you go longer, but longer isn't better. Here's why. The most important part of water fasting, in my opinion and in my experience, is feeling true hunger. Now, I'm gonna do an entire series, at least one full video, but maybe a series on this topic. True hunger is the key element to pay attention to in your body when you're doing a water fast. It tells you everything you need to know. And it's why things like electrolyte water, supplements, and especially coffee, which is the topic of today's video, is not good for water fasting. And that's why I'm starting it off with true hunger. True hunger is the true key. And what does true hunger even mean? Some of you guys are, what the hell is true hunger? I have true freaking hunger from hour 4 in my water fast. And I'm not talking about having a little bit of hunger or wanting to eat or food looking good, or even like gurgling in your stomach, or the actual feeling of being really tired and feeling weak because you're so hungry. I'm also not talking about when your mouth waters when you smell or see food cooking. True hunger is an actual mechanism that your body goes through. It happens when you've water fasted long enough to the point where you've kind of stopped being hungry. Your body's like, whatever, I'm overeating, I'm into ketosis, it's deep, and my body is rolling. My mind is working, I might be feeling a little euphoric, I might be feeling a little weird and wonky and crappy, but I'm definitely not fully hungry. For some people that happens somewhere between day 2.5 and day 7. When that happens, that's when the water fasting is really going down. That's when the autophagy is going crazy. That's when the cleansing is going crazy. That's when you're healing. You can stay in there until you have true hunger. And if you go into that zone past true hunger, you start to go into a place that can mess with your hormones, mess with your thyroid, mess with your digestion permanently. So that's why I'm always like, hey, listen to your body. And when you hit true hunger, and what true hunger feels like, and again, I'm gonna do a full video on this, is it's a deep sensation in the back of your throat that feels like you're thirsty. It feels like you want a big drink of water. It's not salivary, it's not bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. And it only comes about once you've lost your hunger from water fasting, and then you've listened to your body, and then your body literally tells you with true hunger, bam. If you've experienced it, and then you've come off your water fast in a smart way, you understand that it's the most powerful and most beneficial way of coming off a water fast. When you do a water fast without anything and you hit true hunger and then you stop your water fast at the right timing, there is no rebound effect. There is no coming off the water fast and feeling like you need to decompress for a month or a week. I'll stop rambling about true hunger. I'll get to the other aspects of why I think coffee should be voided. And if you're drinking coffee, you're not water fasting. Okay, along the same lines as feeling true hunger, the main mechanism that water fasting taps into is your body's reserve system. And your reserve system is just basically your fat, your glucose storages, and your toxic buildup. When you water fast, Your body generally is using calories as its energy source. Nutrients, the sun, and oxygen. It fills your body with nutrients and gives you energy to do the things that you need to do. When you stop taking in those nutrients, what the body has to do in order to make your brain function and your organs to run correctly and your heart to keep beating and to be able to talk and think and actually sleep, your body has to have energy coming from somewhere. So it dips deep into the reserves, into the body's sugar, into the glucose reserves, into the body fat, and into the toxins as fuel. Generally, it starts with glucose, then moves to the toxins and body fat. When you are taking in coffee, it distracts that signal. When you're drinking coffee, you're feeling great. You can have absolutely no nutrient energy to run your body's functions, but you feel like you have all the nutrients in the world. This is a very confusing thing for the body. So when that is happening, your body is not going into the body fat storages in the way that it normally does. It's definitely not going into the glucose reserve. And the autophagy, the cleansing, the detoxification of the toxins is being greatly reduced because your body thinks that it has nutrients. It doesn't think or feel that it's water fasting when you're drinking coffee. Now, Rhonda Patrick was talking more crap than I am about coffee on her last appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast. If you don't believe me, or if you want to see what that looked like, go listen to it. It's a really good podcast. It's about the carnivore diet and her thoughts on it. She's kind of a paleo keto person, and she's got some ideas. But what she brings up is that when you drink coffee, it has an interaction with the liver. It produces some type of alchemy that tells the liver there's some energy to be taken. There's some nutrients in my body. I'm going to release the bile. I'm going to do some of my livery things. If your liver is going through that interaction, it thinks that it has energy and fuel and nutrients so that it can do its processes perfectly. So by interacting and confusing the liver, Rhonda Patrick basically said the same thing I'm saying, that if you're drinking coffee and that type of interactions are happening with your liver on an empty stomach while you're water fasting, that the water fasting is not water fasting, it's just coffee fasting. People use coffee because it helps them poop. For constipated people, it helps them poop every single day. And if you're using coffee to make yourself poop, then it means your digestion is really, really off. Vice versa, if you're someone who poops every single day and you love to drink that coffee and just go 100 times and have loose bowels and be diarrhea and all over the place, and that's your thing, your digestion is off. Poor digestion and gut health leads to all diseases in the body, leads to obesity, leads to eczema and dermatitis. So focusing on gut health during a water fast is extremely important in my perspective and opinion. Also, the empty stomach and not having calories and all of your nutrients and energy coming from coffee. It's extremely hard on your adrenals. It's extremely hard on your digestion. It's kind of hard on the immune system. If it's hard on the adrenals and in the digestion, then it's hard on the immune system. That's the opposite of what we're trying to do during a water fast. We're trying to nourish and cleanse ourselves, not make things more difficult, not create inflammation that doesn't need to be there, not overstimulate the digestion and not fill the body up with caffeine. The caffeine is pulling from the adrenals. It's wearing the adrenals out. If your adrenals and your thyroid, your hormonal powerhouses are unbalanced, you're going to be out of balance with your body fat, with your weight, with your gut health, with your digestion, and with your skin health. It's just not going to be a balanced, healthy thing. You shouldn't be too hungry, really, after a water fast. Coming off a water fast, you should eat a little bit and be like, damn, I am full. And then your appetite grows and grows and grows. When you are on coffee water fast and you end your water fast, you pig out. It leads to rebound pig outs. And the one thing that is literally probably the worst thing you can do after a water fast is to pig out. You went through all of that hell to rebuild your gut and to lose some body fat and to get the digestion going. And then you slam 5,000 calories of fast food in your system a day or two after water fasting. That is the worst case scenario. I see this happening all the time when people are filling their body up with electrolytes and coffee and using all the hacks to make them water fast longer. Those same people would have had more benefit by water fasting 1/3 of the time or half the time, but really listening to the true hunger and doing things kind of in the most basic, minimal, and straightforward way. So basically that is it in a nutshell. If you are drinking coffee while you're water fasting, in my opinion, you're not water fasting, you're doing a coffee fast. And I think that no matter what your goal is, whether it's skin health or body fat reduction, weight loss, drinking coffee doesn't make those long-term goals easier or more obtainable. I think it actually makes it harder. So that's why I do not recommend coffee for water fasting. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Leave all of your comments and questions down below. We are gonna move forward with our April 28th, 3 phases of skin disease reversal group course. We're gonna focus on cleansing. It's gonna be an amazing group course. And being in a group while you're trying to do something extremely hard makes it easier. You get support, you get instructions, and you get a community of people that care about you, and you also get really inspired when Tom and Jill are over there pumping you up and posting their pictures and having success and telling you what's working for them. It makes it like you have a new friend. You have someone that you can relate to. During my healing process, one of the things that I did really well was I made sure that I surrounded myself with healthy, healing people. And I think if you're struggling with your skin health or if you're struggling with weight loss, join a group, become a part of something, get support and get inspired. If you're looking to get a hold of me to become a private client, there's a link in the description box for a free consultation. I'm more than happy to help you guys go through the 3 phases of skin disease reversal. You can find me on the Instagram. My name is Stuart, Rob Stuart. In real life, I'm just regular Rob Stuart, and I hope to see you there. I think that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Much love. I'll be back with many more videos pretty soon. Bye-bye.